Most villains use fear. Some use violence. But the most dangerous villains use something else entirely. They make you want what they're offering. They don't force you, they tempt you. And before this video ends, you'll see why this exact strategy convinced some of the smartest investors in the world to hand over billions of dollars willingly.
Okay. Jafar, my most trusted advisor. I am in desperate need of your wisdom.
Jafar doesn't begin as a conqueror. He begins as an advisor, standing quietly beside the throne, watching, waiting, studying every weakness. Because Jafar understands something fundamental. You don't need to overthrow the king if you can influence the king's decisions. From the outside, the Sultan rules Agrabah, but behind the scenes, Jafar is slowly shaping the kingdom's future. This is the first stage of temptation, position. The villain places himself close enough to power that when the opportunity appears, he's ready. And eventually, that opportunity arrives, hidden inside the Cave of Wonders.
At last.
Inside the cave lies an object capable of changing everything. A lamp. And inside that lamp, a genie powerful enough to rewrite reality. But here's the problem. The cave cannot be entered by just anyone. It only allows someone described as a diamond in the rough. Jafar cannot take the lamp himself. He needs someone else to do it for him. Someone desperate, someone ambitious, someone who believes a single opportunity could change their entire life. Someone like Aladdin. Because temptation never begins with a threat. It begins with a door. Across myth and legends, temptation follows a predictable pattern. Step 1, the promise. Something extraordinary is offered. Power, wealth, fame. Step 2, the shortcut. You don't have to earn it slowly. You can have it right now, today. This offer, this person, this deal. Step 3, the hidden cost. The consequences don't appear up front. They surface only after the deal is signed. People rarely move because they are convinced. They move because their desires are activated. Guigutsu, the Ghost Valley Master, 4th century BCE. That quote is more than 2,400 years old. And it describes every successful con, every political revolution, and every startup bubble in modern history. Jafar doesn't convince Aladdin. He doesn't argue. He doesn't explain. He simply holds up a door and says, "Wouldn't you like to see what's on the other side?" And Aladdin, who already wants more than the streets of Agrabah can offer, walks through. Jafar's strategy works because he doesn't manufacture desire. He finds it, and then he points at it.
First give me the lamp!
When Jafar finally gains control of the lamp, he achieves everything he wanted. Power, authority, the throne. But temptation has a strange effect. Those who rely on it often fall victim to it themselves. Once you accept shortcuts, you start wanting bigger shortcuts.
Face it, Jafar, you're still just second best.
So Jafar makes one final wish. He asks to become the most powerful genie in existence. And for a moment, it works. Unlimited power, cosmic authority, no one above him. But Jafar forgot something crucial. Genies are powerful, but they are also prisoners, bound forever to the lamp. The man who built his entire strategy around activating other people's desires was destroyed by his own. The tempter became the trapped. That same strategy doesn't just exist in stories. In 2022, one of the fastest growing companies in the financial world suddenly collapsed overnight. The cryptocurrency exchange, FTX. At its peak, FTX was valued at over $32 billion. Why did the smartest investors in the world hand over their money? Because Sam Bankman-Fried ran the Jafar playbook almost perfectly. He found their desire, the fear of missing the future of finance. He offered a door, a shortcut around slow, bureaucratic traditional banking. He positioned himself as the trusted insider, the advisor beside the throne of global capital. The promise was irresistible. The shortcut felt revolutionary. The hidden cost, billions in misused customer funds, only appeared after the deal was done. Nobody was forced. Everybody chose. Because Sam Bankman-Fried didn't manufacture their greed. He simply found it and pointed at a door. But Jafar's version of this strategy is small. One kingdom, one lamp, one target. This strategy gets even more dangerous when you scale it up. Because one villain figured out how to run this exact playbook on an entire galaxy. In the Star Wars universe, Sheev Palpatine is the most strategically sophisticated villain in pop culture. And the reason isn't his power, it's that he never needed to use it until the trap was already closed.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
Here's what Palpatine actually does. He manufactured the threat he then solved. As Senator Palpatine, he secretly orchestrates the Trade Federation blockade of Naboo. He creates the crisis. Then he steps forward as the solution. As Chancellor, he engineers the Clone Wars, funding both sides, then offers the Republic a way out. More security, more order, more control. The galaxy doesn't surrender its freedom through conquest. It trades freedom for safety, willingly.
Get your blasted beak out of my face! Oh, shut up, you moron! Don't tell me to shut
Allow
up!
me. 10,000 years in a cave of wonders ought to chill him out.
Moron! You know, it stinks in here! Ah!
This is Jafar's framework, scaled to a civilizational level. Jafar activated one person's desire for a better life. Palpatine activated an entire galaxy's desire for stability. Different scale, identical architecture. And the most disturbing moment in the entire saga isn't when the Empire rises by force.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire for a safe and secure society.
It's when Senator Amidala watches the Senate applaud Palpatine's announcement of the Empire, and quietly says, "So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. Nobody was conquered, everyone chose." Now compare that to WeWork.
Are you crazy enough? I may be.
Adam Neumann didn't sell office space. He sold a vision of belonging, a global community of entrepreneurs changing the world. He manufactured a movement, then he offered people a chance to be part of it. At its peak, WeWork was valued at $47 billion. When investors finally examined the actual numbers, the vision collapsed. The desire Neumann activated wasn't greed, it was something deeper. The need to matter, to be part of something larger than yourself. Palpatine activated the galaxy's fear. Neumann activated entrepreneurs' need for significance. Different desires, same door. The most powerful weapon in history has never been a sword. It's been an offer. Here's what the Jafar playbook, the Palpatine playbook, and the Sam Bankman-Fried playbook all have in common. None of them worked by overcoming your resistance. They worked by finding your desire and making it feel like your own idea. That's the part nobody talks about. We like to believe that when people get manipulated, it's because they were deceived, that the information was hidden, that they couldn't have known. But the deeper truth, the uncomfortable one, is this. Most people who take the deal know, somewhere, that it sounds too good. They take it anyway, because they want it to be real. The desire comes first, the logic comes second. The rationalizations come last. Jafar wasn't powerful because he had magic. He was powerful because he understood what people already wanted, and he let them believe they were choosing freely. The most dangerous villains don't override your judgment. They borrow it. But temptation doesn't only appear in ancient legends, or fictional kingdoms, or distant galaxies. Today it appears in a different form. Spotlights, fame, global audiences. Contracts that promise to transform ordinary people into superstars. In the next episode, we explore one of the most fascinating modern versions of this ancient strategy. The world behind K-pop demon hunters. Because sometimes the most dangerous villain isn't the one offering the deal. It's the system that makes you grateful to sign it. Temptation has always shaped power. In kingdoms, in galaxies, and even in our modern world. If you missed episode 2, Scar, or episode 4, Maleficent, now is the perfect time to catch up. Click on the thumbnails on your screen to dive into their secrets and discover how power, deception, and desire weave through every story we tell. And make sure to subscribe, because next, we're going to uncover a world where the real villains aren't just people, they're entire systems.